And as you can see, we've got some of the Island Calm donkeys walking around the ring at the moment. And as I say, this is just to give you a little insight into some of the donkeys that we have. And immediately you can see that they're all different shapes and sizes and colours and textures. And that's just the handlers, of course. The donkeys themselves are also... Now, when it comes to donkeys, of course, they will...
You're not coming out.
They've all got their own little characteristics and their own little ways of going on, and this is what we love about them so much. The Donkey Sanctuary itself started around 1997, and it became a registered charity in the year 2000. So we've been going for quite a number of years now, and in that time we've had many donkeys come into the sanctuary. Current numbers are around 138, I believe, at the moment. So you can imagine it's quite a few mouths to feed every day, and these donkeys are just a very small cross-section of some of them that we've rescued. Now, leading the team round the ring, we've got Kathy, who's a member of staff, and she's with Moses. He actually came in with 3 donkeys, Alex, Matthew and Dizzy. And Moses is a nice little donkey, Whether it's because his name applies, it's difficult to say, but he's actually a very good little donkey when it comes to church services, and he actually went recently to Caversham near Reading and took part in a Palm Sunday service. As with a lot of the donkeys that we rescued over the years, it's difficult to know Moses' age. We think he's sort of around early to middle teens, but it's very difficult to say. Sometimes when a donkey comes in, the previous owner has got no idea how the donkey is. You can actually age a donkey by looking at their teeth, but it's not a very precise science, and so it's a more of an educated guess, really. Now the large dark-coloured donkey is Gerald, and as you can imagine he's a very fit and strong donkey. He's being led round by Karen, that's the second donkey in the lineup. He was born in 1994, and because he's a big strong donkey, he's actually been schooled for harness work, which means he can actually pull a small cart, and in fact you'll see him in a few weeks' time pulling the cart at Wallingford Carnival. We've done that for several years now, where they ask if we could provide the transport for the Carnival Princess, and we're very pleased to do so. We do like to take part in local events. And as I say, Gerald, Gerald actually came from a livestock dealer. We can take donkeys in from all over the country and from many different places. Some of them come to us from private owners and some come to us from dealers. There is actually quite a brisk trade in donkeys buying and selling, and of course we want to stop that practice, so we try to sort of step in and take them from the dealers before we actually take them off to a livestock market, because as you can imagine, once they go to a market, there's no telling where they're going to end up. Now the big dark donkey going around, number 3 in the lineup, he's been led round by one of our volunteers called Chris, and that's Noel. Noel was born in 2002, so what would that make him now? So 16, 17 years of age. Very big, strong donkey again, very dark coloured donkey, and in fact I don't know whether you saw a programme on recently called Don't Forget the Driver. There was an episode featured where the storyline involved a donkey sanctuary, and we were fortunate that the filming was actually done here at Island Farm, and there was talk of the group of visitors meeting a donkey called Big Jock, and actually the character of Big Jock was played by Noel, so you could say that you've actually met a TV star when you've met Noel today. We were very pleased to be the film site, the on-location site for the filming of Don't Forget the Driver. It was very exciting actually to see all the film crew here. They were actually here for just a day, although they were here for 2 days prior to that, actually setting everything up.
Come on, we know you're getting bored.
Now there is a donkey going around with a grey collar around his neck, and that's Brewster. He's one of our adopted donkeys, and to help visitors identify their donkey when they come to see them, we have different coloured collars. Brewster, being on the adoption scheme, has his grey collar on. Now he was born in 2001. In fact, Brewster has just recently celebrated his 18th birthday. Brewster was actually born here at the sanctuary on the 22nd of May 2001, so as of just 3 days ago, Brewster celebrated his 18th birthday. So if anybody fancies buying Brewster a beer, he's quite legal now to do that, that's not a problem. Now as I say, Brewster was born here at the sanctuary. We rescued his mother, who was Brandy, and she went on to have Brewster as a foal here. And in fact, Brewster's got an unusual story as well, because he's actually got 2 metal plates in one of his front legs. He had an accident here at a very young age, and actually broke his front leg in 2 places, and the only way it could be properly repaired was that he went to the Royal Veterinary College in London and had 2 metal plates inserted in his leg, and they stayed in there ever since. So he's quite an unusual donkey. He's the only one that you could say he's almost bionic. Now Bruce has been led around again by one of our volunteers called Jane. We are obviously very grateful to the volunteers that help us out at the sanctuary. There's always something to do. There's anything from what I call the dirty end of the market, which is the sweeping, the grooming, the mucking out. That has to be done obviously every day. And there's also other work to be done here. There's helping out around the yard, maintenance work. There's helping in our Vista Centre, or even at fundraising events like this weekend. So if anyone's got any spare time and they think they'd like to get involved, please do go along and have a chat with Jackie in the office. She'll be very happy to talk you through what can be done. Now just going around the top end of the ring, a nice little pale grey donkey is Monty. And we've had Monty a number of years now. He came into the sanctuary since he was 3 years of age, back in 2001. So he's been here some 18 years now. And now Monty was actually in private ownership in the Banbury area, and sadly the owner was losing the use of the paddock where Monty used to graze every day, and obviously she had a good search around, was not able to find anywhere suitable to keep Monty, so she contacted us here at Island Farm and said basically, I've got a donkey, I can't keep him anymore, would you take him in? And he's been with us ever since. Now the last donkey going around the ring, just in front of the commentary box, is Charlie North. The reason he's called Charlie North is really because he came from the north of the county, and he's one of 3 donkeys here that we've actually got called Charlie. So rather than call them Charlie 1, 2 and 3, we thought we'd call this one Charlie North. Charlie North is again around 18 years of age, and he's been led around by one of our trustees called Dave. Charlie North actually is quite a nice little donkey. He's quite friendly with Monty, and he and Charlie North and Monty go out to quite a few shows together. Charlie's also done a couple of Palm Sunday services, and they'll be going out quite soon to staying away for the weekend to the pet show up in Birmingham. So there's a big 2-day event up there coming up soon, and they've invited us to go along with a couple of donkeys, and Charlie North and Monty will be going up there quite soon and actually staying away overnight.